Hello. Okay. What? Oh, sorry.
Yo.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good, good.
So I'm trying to decide if once you set a glamour on a job, if as long as you don't set a glamour again, that will be consistent, right? So like jobs I rarely change, I could just clear those glamour plates in theory to give myself more options. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I may have to do that then. I just have
And
to make
yeah,
sure I
that's
remember to
good.
update my macro so that those don't now try to apply a new glamour to it.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good workaround to try to free up some more.
So silly.
Pretty much. Oh geez, yeah, it's all filled up except for one DPS. Must be a
Oh,
hot new fight.
so check that out. That was fast. I may not have time for this. Okay. Is there a way to... We can't put our Eureka weapon in here in our glamour plate thing, right? Like we probably could, but then we'd have to like take it out if I ever wanted to update it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's too bad. Oh wait, I may already have it. Is this
But
it?
that's how well those
Oh.
where it's like once you apply it to the item, you don't need it in the glamour dresser.
True.
But even that, it's like it's I know there's a degree of how much you need to manage or whatnot, but weapons even more so. Like no one else uses that weapon, so you apply glamour once, and then you're not gonna touch it.
Yeah.
It's more just if you're constantly wanting to like change it up,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're gonna have like 5 different gear sets for one class.
Yep.
Just to coordinate everything, you know, this weapon with this gear, and then this weapon with that. Yeah, definitely easier to have in the glamour dresser and have
Yeah.
the type of plates.
Yeah.
But
I definitely have to clean up my glamour at some point. I have like so many like random things. I'm like, why is this even in here? It's like random level 13 item that doesn't even look special.
yeah.
I'll assume that was pre-carrying or understanding the system or something.
Yeah. I have I'm at like 391 out of 400. It's like, oop, gotta clean some more.
I'm at 339. Oh man. I hate when I find like the perfect item and then I'm like, oh, that's not even for this job. Sucks.
Oh yeah. Do you use the filters to only show what's usable to a job?
No, where's that? Oh!
So,
Oh wait, hold on.
yeah, that
Current
works.
race. Oh, it says current race in gen. Oh, here, all. Perfect. That's much easier. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
This will never happen again, ideally.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, it's way faster.
And yeah, it really narrows down what you're looking at.
Yeah. This is way easier. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Thanks, I'll save it. Okay, guys, like, they're gonna say you can't save or something silly.
Not that mean.
But they are gonna tell me I can't apply it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, can't apply it. So I can save it, but oh well.
Wait, you say you can't save it?
I saved it, but I couldn't apply it.
Oh yeah.
Given the choice, I guess I'm okay with it. Could have been much worse.
Oh.
So Diamond's brand new, correct? That was not in 7.
I think so.
Okay, I think so too.
Yeah, there was Ruby, Ultima, Emerald. Was Emerald underwater?
Yes, I believe so.
And then there was the one that you don't fight, it just got its face blown off.
Yeah, by the Midgar cannon.
I don't know, did that even have a name?
It probably does, but I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure they all had a name. I just don't know what it was.
Yeah, those
But
are
I don't
really
think it was
important, I
Diamond.
recall. Yeah, me neither. Definitely don't look anything like one.
Yeah.
Obviously they all have their own,
Yeah, in my mind, Sapphire and Diamond are new, but
yeah. I mean, Diamond sounds familiar.
oh, we're just going. Okay, hi.
What the fuck, people? Alright. That's fine, I'll just...
I did Emerald today, and the only spot open was a DPS, and I was like, I'm not going Black Mage. Are we supposed to go over there? Yeah, I'm over here now.
I just ran off the edge. I
Oh.
thought I saw someone over there, and it looked like a platform.
Yeah, we're over here. There's a little teleport thingy.
Oh.
But I like your guess. But I went Red Mage because I was not gonna try to do that one with Black Mage. I was like, at the very least, I could help raise people.
Yeah.
But then I finally found that button that I'd forgotten about. The one that increased everyone's damage or magic and all that.
Oh. Also, I like that when teleporting, it's a buff called Immobile Suit. I'm guessing that has to be a reference to Mobile Suit, like Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, cool.
My assumption, anyway.
No, I like that assumption. I don't know what's happening, but I'll just keep following people.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I'm just like trying to more enjoy what's going on with the fight rather than caring about. This is Allie that we saw got on here, right? She did the whole.
I believe so. Yeah, I think.
What is saying? Familiar male voice. So.
Oh, yeah. Unless it's the boss that it is channeling or whatever, maybe. Although she didn't do the
No,
full
she did
thing.
do that, I think.
Oh, we're about to get knocked back. Good to know. Oh.
I thought that's still gonna throw us all off.
Let's see.
Do you have the healer?
Oh, I should have done the healer. Oopsie. I was trying to do the main tank and then the main tank wasn't there, and I'm just gonna botch it all.
Alright, well I got the healer.
I got the healer, sorry.
Pretty sure I did.
Did you?
My spell went off.
Oh, you're right. Yep, yes, you are correct. Shoot, now I'm just messing it all up. Hold on a second, please. Just gonna run out of magic. It's gonna be fine. Oh, where's I? Oh, right as I put refresh on too. What a waste! I pushed refresh and then died.
Oh, awkward.
Oh, you went summoner. Didn't realize that.
Yeah. I just spent all that time with my glam, gotta. Which isn't so much a new. Oh, he moved in this thing. Like where he jumped from, I would have been fine, but I didn't realize he was jumping to a different place to then knock back. I didn't change any of the gear per se, but I unlocked all the dyeable options for my gear.
What do you mean unlocked them? Like like dyed them, or was that mean something different?
By default, like all of your drop gear, you can't dye.
Uh huh.
Do something to it. So I did that something.
Got it.
Like level 50, you have to craft things to then trade in. For level 60, there's someone in Idleshire who you trade in the gear and 100 poetics. And that gives you the dyeable version.
Got it. So you unlocked it and did it, I assume?
Yeah.
Like they died them?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've looked this up, Vlad, for no DPS meters or something. Shit. Just like watching what's going on.
I am the
Oh,
opposite.
going over it.
Oopsie. Where's that guy at? Where is he? Oh, there he is. I need to get one of those non-chimey raises for my red mage. I have it for my other jobs.
Non-shiny raises?
Chimey, like,
Oh.
so I don't have to keep spamming it when I miss one.
Yeah. How do they know which side to
Oof.
do?
I don't know. It's like they've done it before.
Maybe.
Scoundrels.
Alright, there, I got you.
There you go.
Supposed to cannon?
It's wild. This is only part one. Assuming this one has a part two. Seems like it's been a long.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this one feels like a one-part kind of fight, just because it is taking so long.
Yeah.
But depending on people like me who definitely aren't doing full output, I don't know if that's enough of a difference to make it go this slow.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, it's following me. Whoops. Yeah. One second.
Yeah, no problem. This card. That's cute. think there's a trophy for that. Oh, shoot. More off, my bad.
I'm waiting a second because I don't know where to attack.
Yay. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. There was gonna be a part 2, but since it crash landed to the ground.
That's extreme. You go then go to the ground.
Yeah, you all bring your parachute. Finish off the job. That was fun. Wild and
So,
don't know what happened, but
also I didn't see our Gundam used at all. Which I thought the whole point of this was to use it, and it's just chilling there in its bay. Wait, there's another one over here. Why is there another one over here?
there's another what?
Where did this other one come from? On this other platform.
Oh yeah.
On top of our Gundam.
Yeah, I wonder.
This one.
Don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, I remember. I thought it was in the middle, and it just somehow split it. But yeah, you're right. There's a second one here.
Yeah. Yeah. But this like just came up mid-fight. I have no clue.
Funny. I was flipping through my different chat logs, and one of them just over and over just says 3210 3210.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna read what actually happened during the fight.
3210.
Won't let you harm my sister. So someone else is somehow involved? Hold on, confused. Interesting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have no clue what happened with this.
Me either. Like he's saying, I mean, he's gonna protect his sister, but it's confusing because if his sister's not in it, then what?
Who is? And I thought we saw his sister go in and go full
Yeah.
whatever. Also nice outfit.
No, it's my bad one, but thank you. It's my old one.
Thanks for sending the pictures.
No problem.
Hey. So, hi. Sorry to bug you. You just asked earlier about if there was a way to go invincible, and I just remembered there is actually one way.
Invisible?
Mm-hmm. It's not anything you can do really quick, but any gathering job that's at level 80 is invisible for like enemies in that range, so you could completely be invisible from all enemies if you were a gatherer job at level 80.
No, I'm thinking, isn't there any kind of, like, potions or anything that are invisible that you can buy on the board or anything?
They might have some, but...
I need something that's going to get me to where I need to go in the MSQ, because there's one section I can't get through without them killing me.
Even if you just keep running, like I always just run right past enemies and they don't bother me. They eventually will snap back. Are you like stopping to fight them or what? Because if you keep running, they shouldn't bother you.
Well, they get a lot of them come after me.
Yeah, but they'll eventually snap back. It's not like Final Fantasy 11 where they keep following you forever. They'll eventually snap back. Like they'll stop following you.
So if I went and got on my chocobo
And just keep running past them.
I could just run past them.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I will try that.
Yeah. It's only like if where you're trying to go has a lot of enemies, then you might have to kill one or two, but...
The thing is, I was going under... It's the part of the Tempest thing, the MSQ quest, where you have to go underground.
Yeah.
And you have to go to... I guess we're going to that one guy's place.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's the area underground. There was these little fish bird things that just kept coming after me, and one of them attacked me, and then I figured, I'll stop and I'll kill it. But then another one came, and then another one came, and it was like, gosh, and then all of a sudden they killed me, and then I had to go back to Granadia.
Yeah, Gridania.
Yeah, because that's my home place.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you just keep running, you should be fine.
To it because it's a really long run.
Yeah.
So, okay, but I didn't realize that they snapped back after a while. I mean, I should have known that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
And since I'm level 80, I should be okay, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I thought maybe invisible, maybe if I could get past that section with invisible. That's why I haven't been doing it, because I thought, I gotta figure that out. Alright, I'll try it a little bit later on.
Alright, cool.
And see, because I'm really close to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How far did you get with yours? Just past that fight?
No, we have one dungeon past that. So you have two dungeons.
That's not that far.
No, not far at all. You guys are very close. You can count.
Alright. So the next, when we get to that point, are we all going to do it together?
Uh-huh.
Or are we going to wait till...
Yeah, Kevin thinks he's doing it with us, but he's not.
What?
He thinks he's doing it with us, but no one's ever agreed to that. He's not. I mean, we'll help him, but the four of us are the goal.
Oh, you mean when we get to the point where it's the new one, right?
No, he's at the same point we're at, and he thinks...
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you
I
can't...
thought he told me he finished it.
If he did, he didn't tell me that.
That's what he told me. He says, yo, I'm done with MSQ.
He probably means the base MSQ, not all the extra stuff.
What do you mean, what extra stuff?
Like all the stuff... Like, you actually finish MSQ on your next dungeon and trial. But, well, the base, like when the expansion came out, that was the final quest. That's what most people consider finishing, like, 5.0. But 5.x, which is everything that came out after that, all the updates, over the last 2 years, that's the stuff that we haven't done yet. So he probably means that. Like, Brian and, we all finished that a long time ago, like 2 years ago.
Alright, okay. Alright, okay, well, thanks for giving me that info. I really appreciate it, because now I'm not going to be so worried. Maybe later on this evening I'll do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking, oh man, I really want the golden saucer, because I know that's ending. Oh, okay. You want MSQ, I'll do MSQ, and then I'll do golden saucer.
Yeah.
Alright,
Mommy, our grandma.
Huh?
Charlotte's trying to talk to me and she doesn't realize I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay. Tell her Grandma loves her.
You just told her.
Huh?
You just told her.
Oh, Charlotte, I love you so much. I want to give you big hugs and kisses. I just want to squeeze you.
Ooh.
I love you. And Charlotte,
talk to her
how do you
too.
like your kitty?
Thanks. You showed
like your
her a video of the kitten? Or
She's
did
seen the kitty, yeah.
when?
I don't know. At some point she's seen a photo.
It's on your Google photos.
He's so cute, isn't he? He's so gray and cute.
Oh, he's adorable. He's so cute, and you hold him so preciously.
Maybe
You're
next,
so gentle.
next time we come, if you let us, we'll bring him.
To our house?
No, we don't need to bring him to Grandma's house.
No, you know what? I was telling Grandpa.
You can maybe come to our house and
That's what
see
I'm
him.
thinking.
You can go to our house with Grandpa.
Well, see, Grandpa, he has a book of your Grandpa, Vince, that he's got to give Grandpa Vince back. So I told him, I said, and he keeps thinking he wants to put it in the mail, and I said, no, let's just see him.
Mail?
What? No.
What are these?
No. Right?
Tortillas?
I think we should come and visit you.
Definitely come visit us. Oh my god, don't mail it, weirdos.
I know.
You're welcome to come anytime. Our house is available for everyone.
You're
Right,
what?
Daddy?
My dad wants to mail Vince's book. What a weirdo.
He also has a gift for them from Canada.
Well, he should come deliver it in hand, in person.
Yeah.
I think you just want a tortilla with nothing in it? Like no cheese or anything?
I can make it my own taco.
Alright, Mom.
I want to make my own taco.
Kids are getting up, so I'll talk to you later.
I don't give me that info. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I just want to plain it.
Talk to you later. Love you.
Okay, I love you guys. I love all of you, and I want to give you hugs.
I love you too, Grandma.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Tell Grandpa that we have a new kitten.
I know he knows.
Alright, bye, Mom.
He knows, but he's not as into kittens as I am. Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye.
You can do some rice with it, but...
Except eat your own donut. Mama?
Sure, this is an important question. Is your room clean?
Yes.
Like, nothing's on the floor?
Not a single thing.
Alright. Are you still confident that, like, if I went up there and found one thing on the floor that you'd have to spend an extra half hour? Are you that confident?
Okay, let me...
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, I can't get a good look, but from what I can see, she's...
I'm just tired of her telling me it's clean and it's not. Yeah, it wasn't very good. But I don't like breakfast stuff, so I'm not surprised.
Everything's cleaned up. Not a single thing's on the floor except for my book bag. That I break.
Oh, your book bag, you're in big trouble. Thank you, Charlie.
Not like a toy. You mean like a toy, right? I set up like a lot of my pillows and stuff and blankets to make like a sleepover and a lot of my dolls, like where I'm having sleepover and all my babies.
Scary babies?
Yeah, but they were all animals except for one. It's still in my room in the drawer because I still want to be in school. It's like a crib. I can show you to go upstairs.
Well, maybe after Carter wakes up.
Okay.
I don't know what you want.
Okay.
What did you have for lunch yesterday at the pier?
I had corn dogs.
Corn dogs?
And Grandma and Grandpa let me have gum.
Did they? It was non-mint gum?
It was bubble gum.
Oh yeah, did you like it?
You swallow it or spit it out?
Spit it out in the trash.
You blow bubbles?
Huh?
How long did you chew on it?
It wasn't bubble gum, it was the flavor. It was just gum, like your mint gum.
I don't know.
What flavor was it?
It was chocolate.
Chocolate?
Oh, look at my face. What are you talking about?
It wasn't like strawberry or grape.
Sure you had,
Oh no, yeah, it was great. It was great.
Was it purple?
I got two of them because Carter's not old enough for it yet.
What did Carter have for lunch this year?
He had chicken nuggets. I helped him eat them, and French fries, and he had. That's it.
And then after nap time, you guys went to Wilson Park?
Yeah, and then me and Grandpa played soccer.
Nice. What did you have for dinner?
Happy meals with no pork, so I get Maggie's, right? I mean, and if we go to what do you do while we're around? What do you watch on
We went for a walk.
we watched a superhero movie and a scary movie.
Can I watch the superhero movie with you sometimes?
Not
No.
that one, but you can watch one of the other superhero movies.
This one was for adults.
Oh, when I get a little older, will you show it to me?
A lot older. This one was like
not like the other superhero.
yeah, this one was like this one's made for adults.
But you can watch some of the.
Oh,
you
like-
can watch Avengers on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but they're on your account. Because you watch a lot of Avengers.
You can watch it too. We can watch it together.
Can we watch another Avengers together?
Mommy just said you
I don't think we've watched an Avengers one, but we can.
What I mean, like when you already saw, and you're gonna share it with me.
we've seen them all, so
Yeah,
That's
you can watch an Avengers movie. You can watch it.
But what about a day when on the weekend?
You can watch them tonight if you want.
And I'll watch them tonight.
I don't know. She doesn't seem very into it.
And Carter probably won't pay attention because he's not really interested.
Probably watch for a little bit and then get distracted.
Yeah, he usually gets distracted and he watches for a while and then does his own thing.
You watched the first Avengers movie.
Get it?
It's really Black Widow.
I love Black Widow. She's my favorite.
And the Hulk.
Hulk. I like this purple underpants.
Aren't they the same?
He turns into the Hulk when he gets angry.
Anyway, smash them.
Because they're such big muscles. But why does he only wear underpants?
It's big on his clothes.
Because he's gonna get big and muscles.
He's gonna get big and muscles.
He's so big and he has big muscles. Like Carter, he has
Here it comes. Here it comes.
what?
What you're about to say? Go for it.
Like Carter has muscle thing. Do you like when I say food?
Do those photos?
Yeah, I can go.
Bananas.
I'll go with you because it's always nice to have a helper when you go shopping or do hard work. But because I usually help you because sometimes you need a helper. So I decide to help you. And Daddy sometimes.
Sometimes.
But mostly just you, Mom. Because you bake a lot of stuff and Daddy's just really big.
Wow. Just call me out.
I know we need milk and carrots. Help yourself with these donuts if you like.
I'm good, thank you. You can put them back.
Do my journal. Read my journal,
Please.
please.
Looks like you fell on
Please read my journal.
I did read it. I read it while you were gone. I liked it.
I want you to do it again because I didn't see it.
You didn't see me do it? Why weren't you watching that face? When I did
I
it.
want to watch you.
Yeah, I can do it again. Draw a rocket ship. My rocket ship is blasting off into space. Is that you in the rocket ship?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No, it's Mama, so she can have a vacation for cooking.
Draw your outer space with stars. I drew stars with galaxy.
Galaxies.
It says with galaxy, but must have been a typo.
Okay.
Draw an astronaut. I drew Mommy, me, Daddy, and Carter. We are floating around space. And Mommy told me your Mickey Mouse ears are buns. Hair buns. Draw an alien. The alien is trying to get to the moon, but even if jumps, it's too high.
If it jumps.
Got it. Mommy and Daddy watched a movie with an alien.
Huh?
Mommy and Daddy watched a movie with an alien last night. That was our scary movie. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
I already have my...
sorry.
I'm wearing the back.
I'll give you crap. Okay.
And this one says you're nervous about kindergarten. I'm so sorry to hear that, babe.
Because one day I was, sad, so I didn't grind.
Yeah, were you nervous? It's okay to be nervous. Yeah, it's okay to be nervous.
Sprinkles the only ones who like belly rubs in our family when they are alive.
That's
And
correct.
at least one of them
That's
was
true.
alive and the other one was here.
That's correct.
They're the only one in our family that
Yep. Okay, he's going shopping right now. He's spending all of his money.
Oh, you mean your game?
Say, Daddy, what you thinking?
You mean your game?
Yeah. Say, Daddy, what you thinking? Spending all your hard-earned money.
You're spending all your money?
All my money.
Then how are you going to buy other stuff you like?
That's the question, isn't it? Actually, I think that's a good deal. Let's try first stuff done. He is very big. Real big.
He's like a giant. He's the giant of the cat.
Is he as big as this guy right here? Look at this guy.
What guy?
Why are you just standing there? Got no clothes on. Look at his underwear.
He's on his underwear.
This guy's got a chicken head.
Yeah.
What a job, man.
He's like the muscle man of the family.
Whose family? Not my family.
Our family.
He's not in our family. Where are you
Tarzan?
at? That guy. The chicken man.
Yeah, but Tarzan is our in our family.
Oh, Tarzan's our muscle man?
Yeah.
Good to know. I hear people playing music.
Where?
I'll have to find after I go shopping. I gotta buy a few more things.
What are you gonna buy?
Gelato flesh.
Can I play with you?
I think you're going to the store with Mama.
Oh, wait. No, I was getting her brother to take away. What I know it's so I'm just gonna have some jewelry out at the store.
Is there a good deal? Why not? How much money that is? Ooh!
What happened?
I thought a sweet deal. I'm buying it. I'm buying lots of it. That's a good
Are
deal.
you buying whatever you want?
I'm buying so much of it. That's a deal. That's a deal that's not going to go out of style.
Then how are you going to get the stuff you want other times if you're running out of money?
That's a good question, but I make a lot of money. I spend money, but I make money. I'm constantly making money.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
No,
But you'll get some other money when you work.
Yep. I still have $8 million.
$8 million.
I'm
That's
rich.
a lot.
I'm rich. I'm rich.
You're rich.
I'm rich.
Because you work a lot?
I do. I work hard. I save my money and then I spend my money. It's okay to spend money if you save money. It's only bad if you spend more money than you make. I spend less money than I make.
That's good.
I thought so.
Because you have a lot of money still. And you're rich.
I'm rich.
You're rich, you're rich, you're rich.
I'm richy rich. Ooh, that one's a good deal. Ooh, these are good deals. I like me some good deals. These are good deals. Very nice.
That's 2 rings.
If you want, you can do a little makeup before you go. Interesting. That's
Okay, I'll just do light pressure.
Okay. Do you need help getting it down? Probably.
Yeah, I want like the sparkly one, the palette with all the colors.
Okay, I can get that for you.
And maybe, yeah, I think that's good. Can you get it for me?
I can. Can I just finish this one last thing?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
I'll be patient. Like I'm being patient for Mommy right now. I'm learning how to be patient. What is it, buddy? Is everything okay?
Alright.
You have fun with me? Why do you not worry about it?
I don't wear it really at all, besides for my ring. I don't wear it at all besides for my ring. You want, you just take it over here. Yeah. Just make sure you put it away when you're done, okay? And you don't have too much time because I think Mommy's coming soon. And remember, less is more.
Huh?
I said remember, less is more. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, as they say. I don't think I need any more of that. I do need more of this. First, I'm moving it correct. Leave her alone. Leave Daisy alone. Or you can turn your light on too, it might be easier to see. Just remember you can turn your light on too.
I'm making a mix of light purple and light blue.
Pretty. Oh, careful. Keeps killing the kitties. Nice. Ooh. Loading. Ooh, that's good. That's nice. You have moldy lips? How's that go? You should probably clean your lips. Gelato. That's pretty exhausting. Careful. What do you keep doing over there? Okay. Whew. I'm spending a lot of money. Hope I make it back. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Where do I go? Yeah. I think Mommy's done, Charlotte. I think Mommy's done, so you want to start wrapping it up. I think Mommy's done, so you'll want to start wrapping it up.
Okay. Take my makeup.
What's that?
You take my makeup.
Well, you can put it all back in the thing, please. That's what we want. That's great then, yeah. Hey, raspberry dudes. Try. You don't need to wipe it off right away if you don't want to. They're in the bathroom. Yeah. You don't have to rub it off right away if you don't want to, unless Mommy has a problem with it.
I just want to wipe the little edges of it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Although, Charlotte, hold on. Don't do that yet.
Yes?
I mean, I could be mistaken, but I don't think you need a full-on wipe. Hold on. Before you do that, let's ask Mommy. If she's just cleaning off edges, she probably doesn't need a full-on wipe, right? She could probably just use like a wet paper towel or something. No? Or tissue or something?
Wipe feet here.
Okay, I just didn't know, see if, I didn't know if that was excessive, because it's not wiping off very much. Alright, that's fine. Never mind. In fact, when you're done, Charlotte, why don't you just put those in that box and I'll just keep it all together. You really shouldn't need the wipes unless you have your makeup. I will. I'll put them on right now.
Is it still red?
Have fun. Love you both.
Can I help you? Yeah, because it holds bags, right?
Flush. Okay, well if I decide any more, which I might, very much. I will go make it one campaign. I guess I kind of forgot that it doesn't need to. We can do whatever I think I want. I have 270 varnish. That's not really works. That's so much varnish.
Just wait for loading bits, which I can make more of if I expand that. Just place them on there. Am I still doing that? I'm doing that right now.
Sue's never toured with Redfin until now. Take your time, and a local Redfin agent will help you find.
trying to protect this may divide secrets or give you a splitting headache. But with this guide, you'll get that weapon that you can combine it with insect and all of your fire guide. Emerald Shot will deal moderate to high damage on the primary target. Tanks, be sure to use appropriate cooldowns. Optimize Ultima will deal high raid-wide damage. Shield, heal, and mitigate as necessary. Next up, Aproplasm production will spawn 4 blue orbs and 4 yellow orbs around the outer edge of the platform. These orbs will slowly move in towards the boss and will explode for lethal damage if left up too long. Furthermore, each orb does massive damage when popped, and players will need to pair up to share the damage of each orb. The tricky part is that the blue orbs apply a magic vulnerability up to up, while the yellow orbs apply a physical vulnerability up to up, meaning players cannot pop 2 of the same color orbs. To handle this, we split the raid into groups of 2 and assign each pair to a cardinal orb to pop first. The orientation of the colors of orbs can change each time, but a good rule of thumb is if the northwest orb is yellow, everyone rotates counterclockwise to pop their second orb. If the northwest orb is blue, everyone rotates clockwise to pop their second orb. After the first orb pop, players have time to move back into the center for heals and melee uptime, before rotating appropriately to pop their second orbs. Next up, Emerald Beam will shoot out lasers from the back and the front of the boss that rotates in the direction of the arrow indicators. The boss will also be casting point blank and wing AoE attacks that players will need to dodge if they rotate around the room. At the end of the cast, the outer edge of the platform will be destroyed, limiting the available area to players. Magic. Tech magnetism will spawn 1 stationary mine and 2 mines linked with a similar magnet tether that will explode in wide AoE circles. After a short countdown, the linked mines will be pushed away from each other, revealing a safe spot for the group to stand in. Both tanks will also be targeted for high damage flare markers that deal proximity-based damage. To handle this, each tank will run to one side of the stationary mine and stand at the edge of the platform in the available safe spot. The rest of the group will need to identify the eventual safe zone that forms directly in the middle of the 2 linked mines. Standing in this area will happen in a safe spot once the mines get pushed away from each other. The mines will explode and the tank players will lock to be ready for some heavy raid-wide healing. The next Magitech magnetism will now spawn 4 mines, 2 linked with similar magnet tethers, and 2 linked with opposite magnet tethers. To handle this, all players will need to quickly identify the 2 mines with similar magnets and stand in between them to be in a safe area once they all get pushed around before exploding. Another emerald beam will rotate around the room and again destroy the outer edge of the platform. Players will need to be very careful not to accidentally fall off there. When the boss's hands pop out of it like this and stay out, they'll instantly cast a massive limit attack. Players will need to preemptively position themselves inside of the boss's hitbox to avoid this. Next up, Divide and Impera will target the primary target, which is a red 2-player backup marker. Both tanks will need to stand together to share the damage with appropriate cooldowns. At the same time, the rest of the raid will need to spread apart as they will all be targeted by smaller AoE circle attacks that cannot be overlapped. To handle this, simply assign everyone a clock position around the boss. When the boss paths split, the top and lower half will separate. Expire is a point-blank AoE attack that all players should move away from to avoid. When this large red marker appears, all players will need to move to the other side of the platform from it. It will soon grow and then explode, so make sure you're not caught in the growth. At this point, the top half will return to the emerald weapon. When the boss's hand gets sucked back into it, he will instantly cast a massive point-blank AoE attack. Players will need to immediately position themselves away from the boss to avoid this. The next Magitech magnetism will again have 4 mines, so players should identify the similar mines as quickly as possible. Since the platform size has been much reduced by this point, the safe spot will be much smaller. In this round of mines, 2 players will be marked for laser pulse column AoEs. To ensure that the only available safe spot is not covered by extra AoE attacks, each marked player should first bait away the laser attacks before moving into the safe zone. There's plenty of time to do this before the mines teleport and explode, so don't panic. From here on out, you'll have another optimized ultimate appeal group, another divide and impair as a handle, and one more optimized ultimate blast before the boss begins the delayed cast. Full power optimized ultimate. If you do not get the boss below 1% before this cast goes off, you'll need to restart. If you do, you'll hit a checkpoint, a cutscene will occur, and you'll move on to the next phase of the encounter. In this phase, all players will need to be careful to avoid the outer edge of the platform or they will die. Divide and impair will work in the same manner as before, and then the tanks will need to soak together while the rest of the group spreads around the boss to avoid overlap. However, the group attack with a 7-point cleave instead of circle AoEs on each player. Predetermined X will mark as 6 players with these large blue arrow markers. The orient
Is it last one here? Whoops. Looks like I need some cobalt. That's easy enough. Wood drink. Thanks. That was like no big deal. Sure.
Of the arrows will indicate in which direction that player and anyone in line with them will be knocked back. The knockback is also extreme.
No, that's okay. This is fine.
On to the next phase of the encounter. In this phase, all players will need to be careful to avoid the outer edge of the platform or they will die. Divide and Impera will work in the same manner as before in that the tanks will need to soak together while the rest of the group spreads around the boss to avoid overlap. However, the group attack is a 7-point cleave instead of circle AoEs on each player. Primus Terminus S will mark up 6 players with these large blue arrow markers. The orientation of the arrows will indicate in which direction that player and anyone in line with them will be knocked back. The knockback is also extremely long, so affected players will need to move to the edge of the platforms opposite their arrow indicator to avoid getting thrown into the wall. These players will also need to carefully position themselves in the corners of the room without overlapping so as to leave as much of a safe spot in the center of the room for unaffected players. As long as players don't point arrows at each other, they'll be knocked back safely to the other side without killing anyone else. Tertius Terminus S will spawn 3 sets of swords in a random pattern. These swords will then explode in the order that they drop down in either a cross or X configuration. This is the hardest mechanic in the entire encounter to get used to, as the line indicators for the AoEs are deceivingly smaller than the actual attack, and the overlap of 3 sets of swords is also incredibly confusing when you're new. The basic principle is simple. Identify the order that each set drops down and run to the third or last set to drop down. As you're doing this, the explosion indicators for each sword set will form in either an X or cross pattern. You'll need to adjust within your safe area to avoid the first sword set explosion. Once that explosion goes off, all players can move into that area to avoid the rest of the explosion. Again, these AoE explosions are pretty thick, and it may take some time for players to get used to the safe spots. With practice, you'll be dodging like a pro in no time. The Legio Phantasmus hits will have the weapon disappearing and the Black Wolf's image take over. The tanks should make sure their top 2 enemies to avoid excess damage. Mechanized Maneuver will spawn 5 airships on the western edge of the arena and 1 Magitech mount in the south. Players will need to watch these airships closely as they'll soon form numbers above their heads, indicating the order in which they will swoop across the platform and release a wave of explosion attacks in their lane. To handle this, players will need to identify which airship is first, then move to the lane next to it. Once it swoops across and the first explosion occurs, players can then move into that lane behind the incoming explosions to avoid the rest of the airship attacks. Stay in this lane until the Magitech from the south begins to target the center of the arena for a massive knockback attack. Once it's safe, all players will move into the center and position themselves with their backs towards a corner to avoid getting deleted. At this point, the Emerald weapon will return and the encounter resumes. You'll see some repeat of mechanics here until the next Tertius attack. Before the swords come down, the boss will split, and one of two things can happen, depending on which half of the weapon remains on the platform. If the bottom half remains on the platform, the boss will cast Expire, and all players will need to move out of melee range to avoid the incoming attack. The three sword sets will form, and players will need to find a safe spot and dodge into the first sword set explosion as usual. A large red circle AoE will also appear somewhere on the platform during this time, and grow over time. As players move to dodge the swords, they will also need to move away from the red circle to avoid overlapping damage. If instead the top half remains after the initial split, players will first need to dodge the sidescape attack, which will target the entirety of one side of the platform. Look for the glowing side of the weapon, and move to the other side to avoid. Again, the sword sets and red AoE will form in a random pattern, and players will move to their safe zones to dodge everything. The tricky part here is that instead of growing in size, the red circle will explode and knock back everyone from it. To avoid death, all players will need to use the knockback immunity as they run into their sword safe areas. This all happens very quickly, so be ready. Once all three sword sets explode, the boss will reform and the encounter continues. The next Legio Phantasmatus will bring back the Black Wolf, but this time he'll call down an additional 3 sets of firing squad soldiers. Similar to normal mode, each line of soldiers will have one gap in them, and as they reform in the north, players can determine the safe spot of each firing line. However, the airships will also be doing their dive bomb runs at the same time, so finding the exact spot can be tricky. This time, players should identify the last or 5th airship to start their run and move into that lane. Once positioned, look to the north and find the gaps of each firing line. Players will need to position themselves in the gap of the first firing squad line, while also staying within the 5th airship lane. Then, as each firing line shoots across the platform, adjust to the next gap, all while standing in that same 5th lane. After the final line shoots, players can then adjust back to the center to avoid death by knockback. The emerald weapon will return and the encounter resumes. Secundus Terminus X will mark up.
Next level. I would say I'm definitely not, but I might be. I'm not confirmed that I'm not. I don't believe I'm let's go.
Will bring back the Black Wolf, but this time he'll call down an additional 3 sets of firing squad soldiers. Similar to normal mode, each line of soldiers will have one gap in them, and as they reform in the north, players can determine the safe spot of each firing line. However, the airships will also be doing their dive bomb runs at the same time, so finding the exact spot can be tricky. This time, players should identify the last or 5th airship to start their run and move into that lane. Once positioned, look to the north and find the gap in each firing line. Players will need to position themselves in the gap of the first firing squad line, while also staying within the 5th airship lane. Then, as each firing line shoots across the platform, adjust to the next gap, all while standing in that same 5th lane. After the final line shoots, players can then adjust back to the center to avoid death by knockback. The emerald weapon will return and the encounter resumes. Secundus Terminus X will mark up 6 players with either a cross or X-shaped marker. Soon after, these markers will fall off players and then explode in the orientation of the original marker shape. To drop these in a controlled manner and ensure that the center of the room remains safe, all cross-shaped players can move to the corners of the arena, while all X-shaped players can move to the edges of the arena at the cardinal points. Players can then quickly return to the middle of the arena to easily avoid each attack. This is followed by yet another Savage versus your tap and split. Pay attention to which split version is occurring and be ready to adjust. At this point, the mechanics will repeat until the boss begins to cast full power optimized Ultra. You'll need to destroy the weapon before the cast goes off, or you will die. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we'll head into the Savage version of Eden's Promise. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.
What happened here, sir? All I ever wanted was a normal life. My son, the Ten Rings, gave our family legendary power. Show me you're strong enough to carry them. I'm nothing like you. I thought I could change my name. Start a new life. You can't outrun your destiny. I'm afraid of you. Almost Studios on Jimmy and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Rated PG-13.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Video 9 for the Sound Definition. This is the news section. three weapons surely are the 14 paradigms that you need to clear this encounter. My name is Mystek, and I'll be your raid guide. Before we begin, the raid will need to be divided into two. One tank, one healer, three demonstrators, and two supports. As soon as done, the weapon is pulled. The second ship will appear on the other side of the box, and the teleporter path will activate. On extreme mode, anytime a player uses the teleporter, they'll be debuffed and unable to reuse the teleporter path for 20 seconds. As such, players will need to be careful with their teleporter usage throughout the encounter to avoid getting caught on the wrong ship platform with no way to escape. Diamond Rain will deal high radar damage to all players on the platform. This attack will hit and apply as many debuffs as there are players on each platform. To avoid excess damage and death, one group will stay on the west platform while the other ports over to the east platform. Immediately after, the boss will target the two highest enemy targets with these long, color-bladed attacks. The two tanks must ensure they have the highest enemy at all times, and basic column attacks will win the group. When the boss attacks Adam occurs, all players will need to be on the lookout for specific targets from the boss to determine what kind of attack is incoming. First, identify which platform is being targeted by determining which arm is glowing. Any players on the glowing side will need to use the teleporter paths to move to the safe platform. Next, players will need to identify if the boss's chest cannon or shoulder cannon are lit up. If you see the yellow chest cannon, players will need to stack up to share the incoming damage after the platform clears. If you see the orange shoulder cannons, all players will start to avoid overlapping the AoE damage that's about to hit each of them. Once the mechanic with adamant purge go off, the group without the teleporter debuff will then move to the opposite platform to prepare for the next round of mechanics. Any players on the glowing side will need to use the teleporter paths to move to the safe platform. Next, players will need to identify if the boss's chest cannon or shoulder cannon are lit up. If you see the yellow chest cannon, players will need to stack up to share the incoming damage after the platform clears. If you see the orange shoulder cannons, all players must spread to avoid overlapping the AoE damage that's about to hit each of them. Once the mechanics with adamant purge go off, the group without the teleporter debuff will then move to the opposite platform to prepare for the next round of mechanics. Next up, Photon Burst will target both teams at the same time after the field proximity-based damage. Each team can move to the edge of the platform and fight cooldowns, while the rest of the group moves to the other side for just sailing. The laser auto attack begins immediately after, so keep an eye out on that take health. This is followed by another adamant purge with only a single platform to fall out for. Identify the glowing side and teleport to the opposite side if you need to. Again, once the food goes off, the that teleporter debuff will move to the opposite platform until the next round of time. Shoot and will be active. A few more tank laser beams and another adamant purge. Again, players will identify the safe platforms and whether they need to stack or shed. Once both tanks go off, the debuff group will stay while the other group moves to the opposite platform to position for the next photon burst. At this point, the boss will shed its armor and the next phase will begin. Two blue knockback circles will appear on both platforms, either both in the south or both in the north. At the same time, all players will be willing to be particularly vigilant with proximity-based tethers. All players must be far enough from their hands so that the tethers turn purple or they will die. All of these mechanics pretty much resolve at the same time, and players will need to use the knockbacks to position themselves appropriately for each hand tether. If a player is tethered to a hand from the opposite platform, their tether distance requirement is already satisfied. They will need to get knocked backwards onto the same platform that they're starting on. If a player is tethered to a hand on the same platform, they'll need to use the knockback to punch into the opposite platform in order to satisfy the tether distance requirement. Basically, if you have a purple tether already, you'll position next to the knockback circle to be knocked down the length of that next platform. If your tether is pink, you'll position yourself on the inner side of the knockback circle close to the edge of the platform to be knocked onto the opposite platform. Immediately after the two knockbacks, the boss will target one platform with Earth's Bane, destroying it temporarily. All players on the affected side will need to teleport to the spaceship or they will die. Outrage will deal high rate-wide damage. Be ready with your shields and damage. The boss will cast this twice before spawning a number of orbs and casting RI arcs. To avoid the incoming zigzag attack, players can identify which way the boss is facing and move into the center triangle area behind them. After the zigzag pattern, the boss will leap onto the center orb and look to one of the two remaining orbs in the corner of the top. The orb that he looks at will then explode on its side of the platform. Spawning a number of orbs and casting RI arcs. To avoid the incoming zigzag attack, players can identify which way the boss is facing and move into the center triangle area behind them. After the zigzag pattern, the boss will leap onto the center orb and look to one of the two remaining orbs in the corner of the top. The orb that he looks at identify which orb is exploding and then ensure they're on the appropriate path before doing it. The boss will return to the platform and cast another outrage blast. Next, RI do a step to target the primary target with a heavy-duty compressor in hand. A tank swap is required here, and the second tank will provoke during the cast. For the next RI arc round, the boss will spawn either one or two orbs in the north and south. If you see one orb, the boss will dive through the middle and land on the edge opposite the orb, doing high damage and knocking anyone it hits off the platform. To avoid this, players will move to the side of the platform with a single orb, making sure to avoid the middle landing of the boss. If there are two orbs, the boss will dive through the center twice before landing on the same side he started on. Players will need to move to the opposite side that the boss starts on to avoid death. Immediately after, the boss will cast vertical cleave and knock back all players from the final orb in the east or west. Players will need to position themselves either axe to the corner or using knockback immunity to avoid getting knocked out. Another outrage to go through before the boss casts articulated bits. A set of hands will appear on one side of the platform and all players will need to move to the opposite side to avoid getting blocked. Another RI arcs will begin, and players will need to determine the face zone for the zigzag attack that also avoids the side with the articulated bit hands. If the boss is facing either of these sides, the bits are attacking, the safe spot is normal in the center triangle area behind the boss. If the area behind the boss is affected by the articulated bit hands, then players will need to move to the triangle area on the boss's flank, one off from the center. As the boss zigzags across, the hands will explode and then reposition themselves on the adjacent side. Players will be able to stand in the safe lane between the hands as they identify which orb the boss is looking at and move appropriately to avoid both attacks. Another outrage to heal through, and the boss will cast another suppressor. Don't forget to play. Yet another round of articulated events will form. Players will need to move out of the way of the hands while identifying if the boss is spawned one or two orders. Adjust to the correct side to avoid the boss's bite before moving out of the way of the hands. The articulated bits will then reform on the adjacent side, and the boss begins to cast vertical cleave again, rendering only one corner safe from the knockback and an attack. Players will need to position themselves to get knocked into that safe corner or simply use a knockback immunity to avoid the attack. One last outrage cast, and then the boss will restore its armor and return to the center. The second airship will return as well, and the encounter resumes. All players can wait on this platform for now, as long as you make sure the two tanks are overlapping and when you take their laser beam auto attack. Immediately after, Blood Ray will mark up all players from 1 to 8, and then target them in order with a magic form of attack that uses damage and debuffs them with the magic vulnerability of debuff. Players cannot be hit by more than one of these attacks or they will die. To avoid overlapping, we assign the inner corners for each numbered attack. If each control blast is very wide, this positioning will be placed in the very center of each platform for players that are trying to avoid the attacks. Also, all of the odd numbered markers are blue and all of the even numbered markers are red. If you look closely at the two ships, the west ship happens to be blue while the east ship is red. Players can use these easy color matching to quickly position themselves onto the appropriate platform. As they do that, they can identify exactly what number they have and further confirm their identity. Any players marked 1 through 4 will be the first round of players to get hit in the inner corners. Numbering these corners with the way marks 1 through 4 starting in the northwest is very simple, as these players can choose to stand on their corresponding corners. Players marked 5 through 8 need to stand in the center of their respective platform while they wait their turn. As soon as any of the 1 through 4 players get blasted, they will run into the center of their platform, and their 5 through 8 partner will swap positions with them. Once all 8 hits go off, the groups can return to their assigned platforms to handle the next proton burst. The next articulated bits cast will spawn hands on one side of each platform. The boss will then cast an adamant purge cleave on one of the platforms. Players on the unsafe platform will wait for the hands to blast before teleporting to the safe platform. Immediately after, they'll need to be ready to stack or spread while standing in between the hand attacks. Once all attacks go off, the group that isn't debuffed by the teleporter will coordinate on the platform to handle the incoming attack. Another articulated bits cast will spawn hands on one half of each platform again. All players will then be marked for diamond shrapnel, which will follow them for a short time while blasting the area with massive damage and debuffs. To handle this, players will place their shrapnel circles on the unsafe side of their platform. Once the circles drop down, all players can then immediately teleport to the opposite platform. This makes dodging the shrapnel circles very easy. The articulated bits will reform on each platform and 8 new circles will spawn. Players will need to stand in between these circles to soak the damage, while also standing in between the articulated bits to avoid getting blasted. At this point, these overlapping mechanics will repeat until the boss is destroyed or eliminated. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time. You desired this little problem area. I wouldn't call it so much as a problem as a slight annoyance.
Negative 632. one of those. I fell off and I sold for 3,000. Oh yeah, I do remember. I really don't know this. But it's pretty fun.
Still asleep?
Yeah. Hello, what? What'd you get?
What? Good?
Yeah.
That's what Mom got me.
Oh, wow.
I got my own belt.
Oh, nice. Fun.
I got this for Carter.
Fun. With your own money?
No, it's Mommy's. Mommy's.
Oh, nice.
And Mommy got me pink, red, and blue.
Nice. Cool. Try to put those somewhere else. I'd rather they weren't. Put them somewhere else, please. Your clothes can go in your room, but if you're not sure where to put them in your room, you can put them upstairs at the very least. Put them upstairs, fine. Start sleeping. Thank you. Fun with Mama? Cool. What's on your neck? Oh, you can take it off if you want. Go put it in the garage.
What? What did you say?
I said you can just put it in the garage. On the washing machine. Good enough.
Oh, and then like in on the machine?
Yeah, do you need help? Come on.
You start putting some of that stuff away.
Why did it so freaky and meowy? Daddy? 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 Where's
Can you
Daddy?
open that window?
Oh, this one?
There.
Uh-huh.
On the couch, probably at least on anyone.
More grass on my new grass.
Oh.
I just said one. Can you help me put this on and take the tabs off? I'll take the tabs off.
Careful. Are you being careful, careful? So you're very close to the tablet there.
Is that anywhere else?
Oh, all the ones on the inside that you left down here for the belt. Also, usually, Mom and Daddy try to hold the ones on the inside too because one going in there, right? Okay. Throw away your scissors so you know everything again.
So for dinner, Charlotte has requested butter noodles, eggs, blue. That is what will be happening. But she wants to try red noodles.
But they're the same, but they're different shape.
It's all connected.
So I can take my belt on and off when I want. Mom, you said they were just different decorations.
What?
You always say they're just decorations.
Those ones are not just decorations. The buttons.
Oh, guys, I need to actually put
fine.
Okay, Mama. Mama? Fine. Button. What are you making?
Dwarven Metro Amy.
What are those? Now look now. Almost finished it.
I think that's supposed to stay there. I wouldn't take it off. Otherwise it might just fall down.
Can we watch something on this?
I don't know if we need to, but
I want to watch something. Ready? I want to do summer of love.
somewhere on the These Grandpa thinks he's big. He's not big.
The what?
Grandpa thinks he's big.
Yeah. Okay.
Who is Grandpa? Who is
What
Grandpa?
grandpa?
Your Grandpa. My father-in-law. Mommy's dad.
Grandpa.
He's been over and said, that's not a big kitty. I'm sorry, it's pretty big for a kid.
What's this?
Oh, wait to record your video.
Huh?
Wait to record your video. We'll do that after this.
What is this?
It's a silly video.
Why does it have squares on my face?
Because it's supposed to be silly.
What do I have to do this after?
We're gonna do our video.
Why is it sad music? Why are you laughing?
It's funny.
You don't want to lick my stones.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, my stones.
Oh, I have to turn music now. Oh wait, no, I actually don't. Do I? Hold on, no, number.
So can you do my video now? 'Cause I want to watch it.
We're gonna record your video if that's what you're asking.
I want to record my video so I can watch that silly girl thing
Silly girl thing.
that we just watched.
We're not watching that again.
Why?
Why would you watch that again? You don't even think it's funny.
I do.
You don't. You wouldn't. There'd be no reason for you to think it's funny.
Well, if you do it again, I'll laugh.
You don't want to watch it. You just want to watch something. You don't actually care about that.
My book.
What?
What can I watch?
You don't need to watch anything. I don't know. I always think you
I
need to
didn't
watch
watch
something.
anything today.
Oh my gosh.
Not anything. I didn't get to watch a single thing.
Do you think your life's hard?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Sad. Take my sunglasses.
Hmm?
Take my sunglasses. Okay, ready? Hold up.
Make some rainbow.
I made him go up.
Make some rainbow.
I don't have the ability to do rainbow, sorry.
And I don't like it.
Okay. I have a bathing suit. You like my bathing suit? Here.
What color is it? Pink
You pretty?
with flowers is amazing. And pink sunglasses.
You like better spot sunglasses on or down? Up or down?
Up.
Oh, nice. Me too. I also have a wedding dress with sunglasses. I have a lot of stuff with sunglasses. I have this with sunglasses too.
And you go to sleep, and I want to see your pet.
No pets, no sleeps. I'm gonna get off though. Oh, that's pretty
So
nice.
what, can we